Welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventures podcast. Rideshare infotainment for the new driver, old driver, and everyone in between.
Hi guys, welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventure podcast. Live streaming episode number 29 episodes. So that's pretty amazing how many episodes we have done. How many weeks is that? Because we record
too many.
Who wants to do math?
No.
Okay.
58.
58?
Yeah.
We should figure our year anniversary out at some point. I don't know when it is, but I think it was December though.
December of 2016 was when we started GR Rideshare.
We did not incorporate until April.
Well, we don't care about that. I'm talking about when we're doing podcasts,
yes.
Not like the whole business itself. But
indeed.
Anyways, Jason here, of course, and Ben, producer Ben. He has
Heyo.
Mike tonight, and Nick.
Hey guys,
and
how's
then
it going?
Alex.
Hey.
Alex is a nice man. No, Alex.
Yeah, it's definitely why there.
We'll talk about his story a little bit about how he kind of started GR Rideshare Adventures and kind of the founding member. Now, I have not a very good memory of it, so I'm hoping. Well, you probably don't have any memory of it. Nick's probably the closest we have to the memory of it. Obviously, you were there at some part of the beginning because your videos are you were some of the first videos on that. So, we're just gonna get into the stories from past 2 weeks. We all talked beforehand. Oh, side note: Alex is not currently driving. He was a rideshare driver back in the day.
A great one at that.
Yeah,
I was driving when we still had horses and buggies.
Right back in the day, Amish Uber.
Yeah, clip clop.
Right. So we're gonna get into the stories. We all talked beforehand, and none of us remember anything, so we're terrible. But we're gonna talk about Winter Beer Fest.
Oh, don't even get me started.
So Winter Beer Fest in the past, this is a Grand Rapids beer festival, probably the biggest in the state. It's all I would say all Michigan breweries, but people come from anywhere to come taste our beer.
Yeah, definitely out of state people come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Winter Beer Fest in the past has almost been better or the same as New Year's Eve, as far as revenue wise. And this year we got the new Penny Surge, which
a week before.
Yeah, it was like a week and a half.
Oh, perfect timing.
Yeah, before Winter Beer Fest, and so we were like, "Oh, how is this going to affect it?" And I don't remember. Oh, it looks like Nick's got the note in here. It got up to $4.50 on the surge. $4.50. Not a 4.5, which Jesper kept saying all weekend.
Yes.
No, it's $4.50, not 4.5. Danish mumble mouth. But yeah, so I think Ben ended up taking some lifts. I said, dude, go do Lyft. I mean, I did one out of there and made like $60. But
I did two Uber rides, both for the 450 Surge XL. One, I got paid a little bit extra, even though if it was a normal Surge, I would have made, $70, $80 on it. But
yeah,
I only ended up making like 33 on it.
Yeah, I think I did. I decided not to go in there because one, these guys were freaking out, saying the pickup and drop off was a disaster,
Nuts. Horrible.
So what did it boil down to? Just those cars parked on an angle on that left side?
It was left and right
it was
side.
left and right. There was no place to pick
when
up.
I was in there was nothing on the right. It was two full lanes that were wide open. But
interesting.
But anyways, it was a disaster. I mean, it still was a good weekend, but it wasn't like it ever was before. So
I know next year I'm not doing it.
Well, I ended up not doing it. I just started I was actually making more money downtown away from the ballpark than I was at the ballpark because they were staying in line for 35 minutes just to pick their passenger up. I'm not waiting.
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
that's what it was. Last
I
time
will do it if I'm going to make $100 on a ride, but not want to make $25. So, did anyone have any like pukers or anything?
No, I had a random winter glove left in my vehicle.
Hey, so did I.
I was like, well, if they want it, they'll message me and figure it out. I'm not figuring out who the hell it belongs to.
How often, and I get this at least once a weekend, I left my phone or left my card. I go look for it. It's not in there. I think they don't remember, so they're just trying everything.
Idea where it is.
Yeah. They're so drunk. They're just trying to be like, I think it's
why you should have a dash cam.
Right. Yeah. One that works. So anyways, yeah, I don't know what I know why I haven't had a lot of stories. I've been doing a lot of Flex.
Yes, yep. Me as
Amazon
well.
Flex. So the rates have been pretty good for that, even though we're driving to BFE. But so, all right. So we want to talk about our newsletter for this month, and I will post that, or Ben can. If you going to post that, Ben? Ben's got the thumbs up. So we're going to do each month, we're going to highlight a community member. It doesn't have to be just in Grand Rapids, but this time we did Larry, because super fan Larry. So we did that. Nick's going to share that, and then he's also going to share the rest of the blog part. Larry wrote a lot, so we couldn't fit that on the newsletter. So we did the first part of it, and then we went into a blog post about the rest of it. So check that out. Let's check on YouTube real quick. Jersey Jeep driver and Victor Braverman. Where are you guys from? Are you guys from Grand Rapids? Probably not. So nobody on Facebook.
No, I feel like YouTube, we have a lot better reach.
Well, Facebook, we used to get like so many people commenting on it, but now there's no one on here. I mean, there's 6 people watching, but there's Larry. About time, Larry.
Well, there's a delay.
Well, there is a delay. Not for them, though. They don't hear a delay. They hear it just like it's real. Never mind. Okay, so Larry's on the newsletter. We also had a couple of videos that we highlighted. I probably should have... Yeah, if you click on that newsletter and go to the bottom, there's a spot where you can subscribe. We don't sell your email, blah, 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 BS. It's just once a month kind of thing. We put some tips in there, some items that we're buying for rideshare driving or whatnot. We're starting to review some products, or we're in the process of that. That will go in there at some point. Some of our random people that reach out to us about wanting to review it is a little weird, and we don't trust them, but it's just random, like from China. Like, we want you to review this product. Just buy it, and we'll send you a refund. Wasn't one of them like that?
Yeah.
We had to buy it, and then they PayPal us the money. I'm like, no. You send us the product first, then we'll review it. Like we're going to buy it, and you're going to PayPal us the money. So,
Ooh, we got a first-time listener in Facebook.
Oh yeah,
Aaron. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name, but he says it's my first time. Don't let me down.
Oh, we'll be gentle.
Aaron Knorrell.
I'm trying to see if I recognize the name. Aaron, where are you driving out of? Let's see. Chris. All right, I got distracted. Okay, so we're just going to go through our plugs. We do it at the beginning. I know it sucks, but we do it. The voice guy they heard on the intro is Adam Grant. He graciously did this for free for us. So not to say he's going to do any voice work for you for free, but I know for podcasting he will do some work for you real quick. It's adamgrantvoice.com. Great guy. Actually, I think I hooked up with him on Reddit.
Yeah, he did it quick, too.
He did it quick. He did it for Threads, too, and he did it great. And gave us like 7 cuts so we could pick from it. And I just added the music, which that was pretty easy. Of course, we have a merch store. It's Zazzle.com/grrideshare. You can get all our rideshare merch. And then we have a Patreon account where you can go and sign up for a certain amount of rewards, and you get extra stuff like a private Facebook group. You get the podcast released early. Sometimes that might be one day early. Sometimes that might be a week early. It all depends how busy Jason is.
Be like Larry.
I'll be like Larry, because Larry is a patron member, and I was like, Larry, you get it one day early this week, and sometimes it's a week, so he doesn't care either way.
It still feels special.
Yeah, exactly. You get your own group. You can bitch about other people in it, so... another thing that we're trying out, I have not tried it yet. I have it hooked up in my car, is the Octopus tablet. It has advertisements and games.
Advertisements?
I swear, this is just energy drink.
Advertisements.
Advertisements. It's not live in Grand Rapids yet, but the more people that sign up for it, they'll more likely to come here. And Ben will share that link in the stream. But basically, drivers get a free tablet for games and passengers, along with a free data plan and auto updates. They have about 5K of drivers that report higher tips, better ratings, better conversation with their passengers. Yeah, whatever. Drivers get about $100 per month. So that's not bad for just having a tablet in the back.
One that you don't even have to pay for.
You don't have to pay for anything. And it strikes up conversation. Now, there is a couple of caveats. You have to drive a certain amount of rides per month, but I think it was like 100 and it was a weird number. It was like 104. But if you drive every weekend, if you do 15, 20 rides a night, I mean, you can typically get that. So I would say it's more kind of for full time, but you could still do it part time if you drove, 20 hours
You
a
just
week.
probably obviously won't make that $100 per month.
That's
being
correct.
Part time.
Yeah, I guess it's a point system. They receive drivers receive a point for each ride and a half a point for every game played. So I guess if you're taking somebody to Traverse City and they play games for 2.5 hours,
Do you have to link your Uber account with that?
No, I don't. That's a good thing. That's a good question because I don't know how they know how many rides.
I guess when you stop and go.
Yeah, so they actually have a system set up. If it stopped more than 10 minutes, it shuts the tablet off. So they know that the ads aren't playing to somebody that is in the back of the car, which is kind of nice. So you basically have no access to the tablet. I mean, it's all their software on there, which is fine. You just power it on and it's good to go. So
Or you just haul your kids around.
I mean, I guess.
Could. There you go.
If you want to haul your kids around and make an extra $6 a month, I mean, that's about.
Do you
what
want to give me that when I drive to Florida?
Yeah. Right. So Ben shared that link. Just sign up, and when it comes here, you'll be good to go. So I think that's all our links. We got them all out. So
Way to go. That was a lot of information.
yeah,
was.
let's double check. Charleston, South Carolina here for David. Grand Rapids started in December. Welcome, Aaron. Are you full-time, part-time, weekend warrior?
Hey, Gabe.
Gabe's in.
Happy hour.
Driver news on YouTube. What's up?
Happy hour. That should be a category.
Happy hour
It should.
driver.
Yeah, you get one ride after work and call it good.
Right. Well, you used to do that towards the
Yeah.
tail end. You would get a ride from the airport and hope it took you to, because you live Comstock Park or Northeast side?
Yeah, at the time I was living on the northeast side, so I'd hope to get one from the airport and go through downtown, so I
Right.
get paid to sit in traffic.
There
Right.
you go.
It works sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, what we found now is that the Lyft destination filter sucks.
Yeah.
Did you have the destination filter?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they just started.
They had just started it. Yeah. So let's get into Alex a little bit. So Alex is
That sounds a little
hey,
creepy.
you guys are gross.
You missed me, didn't you?
Yes. So Alex is kind of. Do you remember anything about how it started, or do you have a tough memory from that?
All right, from what I remember, as fuzzy as that
This is okay. So this would be 2016 sometime,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Like
no, earlier than that.
earlier.
It would have been
Well,
right before
all
December.
right, so we started to meet and talk to each other in 2015.
So how did we meet? Do you remember? See, I meet all these guys, and I don't remember how we met.
So from what I think happened is, so the Facebook group existed way back when, and so we would all comment on stupid things on the Facebook group.
Okay.
and give
and
people
then-
shit.
Well, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, that's what Facebook's
that's all,
about.
that's all we're good at, really. But a few of us decided, hey, why don't we actually go hang out and like talk in person,
Okay.
And so we went to B-Dubs downtown.
We did?
Yeah,
That's right. We were sitting at that high top next to the window.
yeah.
It's coming to me now.
Or
Okay.
maybe that was early 16. Yeah, whatever.
Either way.
Yeah, so we met up and we started talking, and then we found the online chat things. Like we started with
Zello.
and started talking that way, and that progressed into, just talking about how we could maybe we need a group to tell passengers what stupid things not to do.
Right. And we created that Q&A group, which
Yeah,
is
the
still
Q&A
in
still
existence.
I still have access to it.
Yeah, go. Yeah. Well, we kind of were like, we want to tell the rider, like we were frustrated, right?
Yeah.
We were like, hey, bring a car seat. Like we still talk
Bring
about
a
that
car
now.
seat. Don't try to get a ride in front of the Bob, because guess what? You'll get a ticket.
People
Right.
still do that though.
Well, of course.
It's because we're not doing enough stuff on the Facebook group. obviously.
Right. Yeah, we
Gotta
need to
do
step that up.
But yeah, just stuff like that. And then we started talking about wanting to post some of our videos that we had gathered that we
Yeah.
were sharing with each other, and realized that posting that in a public forum, like, hey, riders, hey, look, it's not really good.
No,
Yeah,
that wasn't a
so-
good fit for that Facebook
Yeah.
group. Yeah.
So the other group got created. and
yeah.
social media. Is there Twitter or was it just the
Twitter came way after.
Okay,
For what, the Q&A group?
No, for GR Rideshare.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started on Facebook, and then we started doing the YouTube when we got the videos.
I think YouTube was first. I honestly think so.
I feel like I'm a deer in headlights because, like, I don't remember in that. I need to, like, have a camera following me all the time.
I think.
But it doesn't matter. Either way, you were the start of all of it. And I think a lot of us ended up meeting at the airport. I think I met Nick at the airport.
Yeah.
I think it started with Matt.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I met you through Matt.
Right. Oh, no, I know what it was. I think I mentored Matt through Lyft when I was a Lyft mentor, and then I met you through Matt.
Yeah.
And then it kind of, I don't remember how I met Ben. I think I met Ben through Jesper.
Yeah, Jesper. Yeah.
I don't know how I met Jesper. I'm terrible.
How did you meet Jesper?
I don't know.
I thought Jesper was an airport
He was.
pickup or something.
What?
Like, you met him waiting on airport.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I think a lot of our connections was at the airport, so. Common Sense on YouTube checking in from Chicago. Oh, Victor says I use stereo. Yeah, Victor, we're actually going to talk about that tonight. Dang, that's pretty good. Sorry, I didn't mean to get sidetracked.
What? Squirrel.
Stereo is like a app that plays music for your riders. Like it's pre-selected music, and then you get paid while riders listen to that music.
You get 3 to 7 cents a minute. And it bases on the time you drive and what song you're playing. But they don't give you that statistic. So, and obviously it's music you've never heard of. Some of it's shit. I mean, it's complete garbage. I'm not kidding you.
So it's elevator music.
No.
Oh.
It's some of it's good. It's a lot of pop music, some rap that you can have explicit lyrics for. They have no rock though. I've been emailing them. They're like, well, this is what they say is they're waiting for people to come to them. So they say, hey, this is our platform.
Okay.
If you want us to play your music, come to us. And they have had no rock bands come. And I'm thinking, really? It seems bizarre, but.
Yeah, maybe they've just got better avenues.
I don't know, but there's no, I mean, I haven't used it in a while because I've not been driving, but there's definitely no rock and roll on there, which I like rap and pop too, but some of it's just like, I mean, like Miley Cyrus pop. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So,
I love Miley.
I like Party in the USA.
That's
That's
what I'm
my
saying.
dirty
Well, I
little
think
secret.
That's about the last one that was good.
I mean, that's the only one. Well, Wrecking Ball's pretty good too.
She's probably one of those.
Like a wrecking ball. Sorry.
Probably one of those better on video.
Anyway, so okay.
Hey, Jason, do you know why she sings that song?
No.
So you don't have to.
Thanks.
Sounded like a dad joke.
Yeah, it's typical Ben dad joke. So yeah, so Alex was at the start at the beginning, and then
What dash cam did you have? Do you even remember?
did you have the Falcon?
No,
I think I was the
mine
only
like
one
some
with the Falcon.
cheap
Yeah.
$50
Yeah, it was.
piece. It's still in the car. It's like in the console. I don't.
Okay. So yeah, Alex kind of started it out, and then he became sick. Again,
Just a little.
I mean, just synopsis, like a 3-minute synopsis of kind of what happened.
Oh, okay. So went to work one day. Started feeling a little sick. Went to the bathroom. Basically, both ends exploded. I somehow managed to drive myself to an urgent care. Scared that nurse to death. All she could do was take my name, hopefully calm me down, and call an ambulance. And off I went to the ER. A lot of drugs.
Well, they gave you a lot of drugs.
Yeah, they gave me a lot of drugs.
Alex didn't do a lot of drugs.
Yeah, I took, I believe, all the Dilaudid in the city is what it took. And they got me kind of stable and calm. And I remember a couple people coming in over like the next 2 days. And then I don't remember anything for another 2 weeks. And I woke up, and apparently I was on life support for a while. I got better, then it flared up again. I was back in the hospital for a couple weeks. Got out again, started to go downhill again. Surprise, my pancreas gave up because the gallstone that went into my pancreas and destroyed it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a crazy story. Like, wonder how common that is. Did you ever end up asking them like how common?
They said 1 in a million, but I don't think.
Whoa,
it's not a hard number.
That is
He
crazy.
lost his mic. You got him? You were messing with the mic, so I lost Alex. So I don't know. Talk, Alex.
No, I'm still here.
Okay. I lost him for a minute. So
Yeah, so did I.
stop touching him. Label him.
But yeah,
I 1 in a million. I mean,
crazy. Yeah.
that's crazy. So yeah, I remember like somehow I think either it was somebody reached out to your sister. I don't think it was me.
I think it was Matt.
Maybe.
Somebody, because we didn't know what you felt. I mean, I was just like,
Oh, yeah.
Alex, you weren't responding. Of course, I mean you couldn't.
Yeah.
You couldn't respond. So
Yeah, I didn't respond to much. Nothing. I don't even
Right.
think I responded to the little hammer on the knee thing. That was gone.
yeah, and I remember when I visited you that first time, that was messed up, man. It was scary.
Yeah, it was
I
rough.
walked in that room, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was just me under a pile of tubes.
There was so many IVs going in. It was tough, man. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it was tough.
The guess was about 18 different tubes,
Yeah,
not just IVs, like proper tubes.
yeah,
Your parents were awesome, though.
yeah,
Yeah, I think they were scared.
yeah. Your
It's
dad,
an understatement, probably.
right? I mean, it was tough. I'm not gonna lie, because I never really seen someone that I'm friends with. Like that's some scary shit.
Well, yeah, you expect somebody in that state to be at the point where they're supposed to be there. They're old. They've been sick for a long
Right.
time.
And then you have this picture of your head, what you look like, and then you
Yeah.
see because you had drugs. I mean, this was probably day 4 you were in there, or maybe longer, but maybe 4 days after we found out where you were, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough. I know it was rough for you too. Thank God you were not there for the 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, I was kind of there.
In and out.
There's a whole dream sequence that I still remember good chunks of.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole emotional roller coaster, and you have no control over your body or what's going on or understanding it.
You can kind of know what's going, or you kind of feel like know what's going on, or you can
hear
feel
just enough for your body to understand there's something, or your mind thinks there's something there, but it can't process it. It's
bizarre.
yeah. I don't want to do it again. That's for sure.
Well, yeah. So, he's better now.
Yeah,
I
look
mean,
at you now. You
I
look
know.
good, man.
Yeah,
He's
I'm like
working and
a whole human again.
yes,
Mostly.
Still likes his Transformers and his Hot Wheels, but
Oh,
that'll
yeah.
never go away. So we'll jump into just kind of news a little bit. I forgot to delete this tip time out of here or move it. Oh,
I swear I watched you do it.
I did move it, but so Alex and I are going to quick talk about Laugh Fest. So this is a Grand Rapids festival that supports Gilda's Club. Gilda's Club is a organization that's nationwide that was started by a friend of Gilda Radner.
It was started by her husband, Gene Wilder, and her manager.
Okay. And it's a organization that helps people deal with grief and people that are going through cancer treatments.
It's all about the cancer journey.
Right. But it's grief counseling too for anything.
A lot of it's grief counseling.
Yeah.
It's both sides, and it's if you're on the journey, you've been diagnosed, you're dealing with the
Correct.
treatments. But then for those left behind, their father, their mother, a child, unfortunately, has lost that battle.
Yeah.
And to help them get through it, and for people that don't know, Gilda Radner, just wonderful comedian.
Saturday Night Live, right? She was on Saturday.
One of the first people on Saturday Night Live really made that work, and she was always a background character. She wasn't always the highlight of the show, but she just brought things together.
Okay,
and she had to suffer with cancer, and to get her funny back, so to speak.
Yeah,
it was all about laughing about it and making jokes, and that's what Gilda's Clubs is
about.
Somewhat about,
yeah.
To get your spirit back.
Right. So Laugh Fest is a part of, it's a fundraiser for Gilda's Club.
Yes.
And surprisingly, it's only about 20% of their budget, which is insane. You would think it would be a lot more, but it's a 10-day festival. Those listening to the MP3, it'll be already done when this goes out. But the live stream, the 7th through the 17th, which is tomorrow. check it out. Ben will post a link for Experience GR. We'll get you to all the tickets. But they have, what's his name? Joy Coy? Is that his?
Joe Coy.
Joe Coy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really cool Filipino comedian, yeah.
Right. And they have, I saw Amanda Seals.
Yep, Amanda Seals.
She's going to be at Fountain Street. That was like a secret one. That was not on the original lineup, but I found, well, it's not secret, but I mean,
Well, it's out now.
It's on their website, yeah. But I think that was a late ad. Who else? Who's the, who's the white guy? Who's the guy? Brian Regan, who's been, I think he's from this area, or is he the puppeteer? No, he's not the puppeteer. No. Brian Regan, Brad Upton. So they got, they're not Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle, but these are some up and comers. And then they have a lot of contests for like lower level comics that come in for like what's it called? Something of the Midwest.
Best of the Midwest.
Best of the Midwest.
There's a clean comedy showcase. There's a dirty show, which if you like the raunchy stuff, definitely check that out.
That's at the Pyramid Scheme.
Pyramid Scheme, like Saturday night at 11:59 or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I've been to the dirty show before. It's
pretty nice.
Yeah,
I mean, it's funny.
It's actually funny because when you're the winner of the clean comedy showcase, went and did the dirty show later. Just a whole total Bob Saget sort of thing.
That's funny. Yeah. Can you imagine the amount of people that don't know that Bob Saget is a dirty comic and to see him on America's Funniest Home Videos and then you like see him do it's almost like it hurts your heart.
I was going to say, I've seen some videos of him doing comedy.
Yeah, it's funny. He's really funny. So check that out. Laughfast.com starts tomorrow. And yeah. Want to add any?
Ali Wong, that was one.
My gosh, how could I forget Ali Wong? It's Sunday night, the 17th. Yep. Megan loves Ali. Her specials on Netflix are hilarious. Oh, yeah. One of them she was probably 7 months pregnant. The special.
Yeah.
She's huge. I'm just like, look at her go. So yeah, she's really funny. Although the tickets are super pricey. And side note, they have a cell phone policy and smartwatch that they make you take them off and put them in a bag.
Are you kidding me?
Your smartwatch too.
But I might die and how?
Well, so it says they're going to ask you to put it in. You don't have to, but if you get caught with it, they eject you immediately. Oh, yeah. I'm like, what about people that have babysitters at home? Like, what if my kid gets, you know what I mean? Like, it seems
you'll find out after the show.
That's true. That's
you paid
true.
good money.
Enjoy
for that
the show.
anyways.
Would I even leave? I would probably finish the show. Yeah. I mean, I love my kids, but the ticket was $45.
What's another half hour?
Right. And yeah. So anyways, check that out. Experience GR, Ben posted that. So let's jump into Rideshare in the news. So first, Lyft has a new policy on sub content. Well, you know what? Let's go to YouTube real quick and check things out. Common sense. On the Uber app in Chicago, it does not show the rider's star rating. But what?
Yeah, it's been like that.
Is that a glitch, you think? Or?
No, it's been like that. That's how it is.
That's their market.
What do you mean that's their market?
That's how they do it in Chicago.
Oh, that's just... I wonder why that is.
Probably so everyone can get a ride. And
you look different with your glasses off, by the way. He's cleaning them. I'm like freaking out over here.
Who are you?
I'll just sit like this the rest of the
Can
night.
you do me a favor and turn your camera on so people can see you without your glasses?
Are you kidding?
I kind of like you without your glasses. Now that your glasses are bad,
you can't see. You can't see. You can't see.
What do you mean? What's he doing?
He can't see without his glasses on.
Well, put the camera on you and then take the glasses off.
Here's me without my glasses on.
Well, obviously they don't make him any smarter.
Alex for the win. Oh,
Alex, I do miss your smart ass comments.
I know. He's a lot. You two are alike. You both have this snark, a little bit of snark to you. I learned that word from Ben. Like when you're being snarky, Yeah. Alex got a little bit of snark to him too. I just tell people they're assholes. Okay, let's see. What else on Facebook? Nick drives primarily Uber.
Yeah, Ben wrote that. He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
I meant to say primarily airport, but I was multitasking.
Dennis is like, Nick, you still driving? Barely. Let's see. Justin says the beard returns. Yep, it's coming. It's coming. All right. Now let's get into rideshare in the news. I got to check with, YouTube and Facebook.
Are you sure?
Shut up. If you guys see any comments, like, I don't know if you're on YouTube. Whatever. If anyone sees any, yeah, but I like to talk. If people have questions, I want to hear about it. So,
but if we're talking about something, I don't want to interrupt.
But just at a good break, do it. I still see that fuzzy somewhere, guys. It's driving me nuts. There's like a random hair. I looked in the mirror, I couldn't find it. Idiots. Okay.
My dad has this thing where he's starting to see spots now because he's old.
Really? I'm only 43. Oh yeah, it's my birthday, everyone.
That's why he's wearing a button.
You like that? My daughter got it to me.
That's awesome.
Yep. Happy birthday to me.
Old
43. Okay, Lyft's new policy on subcompact vehicles. To provide a comfortable rider experience, certain subcompact vehicles are not eligible on the Lyft platform as of February 25th. Subcompact vehicles typically have an interior combined passenger and cargo index of less than 100 cubic feet. How much is 100 cubic feet? Like, I don't know. That seems like, I hate when they do that. Like,
Alex is smart. He should know.
Like,
it's more than 90 cubic feet, but less than 100.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
I'm thinking like square foot. Like when we measure lawns, it's like 5,000 square feet, 1,000 square feet. But anyways.
Okay. Well, list some cars. So, I mean, that'll help you. So a Honda Fit is 95.7. So that's close.
Well,
Fits are small.
Ben's wife has a Honda Fit, and he can't fit in it.
I don't fit.
Like,
it's a Honda Unfit.
Can you please take a video of that?
Yes, that would be so funny. Have Andy take it. Have her keep the seat where she sits, and then you try to get in.
Mm-hmm. In the back, no less.
Right, yeah. It's always funny to see a tall guy in even some not small cars. They have the seat all the way back, and then it's even like reclined way back just because they're just so tall. They have to,
Well, a friend of mine, you've met him. We call him Tiny.
Yes, he's huge.
6'5", 6'6", like 350.
He's
plus.
like the monster.
That's
not the monster.
Yeah.
What's the Game of Thrones guy?
The mountain.
The mountain.
He's like the albino mountain, pretty much. But no, he fits in a smart car.
What?
He's the only thing in the smart car.
Right.
And I saw him do it one time. He actually had to get in, and he can only drive the automatic because the shifter's under his right knee. Like, it's down in here, and he's...
That would be very funny. Yeah. So they are grandfathering any car in if you added it before February 25th. I lost the article. But you won't be able to add any more, like, after that car becomes invalid.
So Honda Fit, Kia Rio, Chevrolet Sonic, Toyota Yaris.
Does anyone that Nick are reading this, if anyone has one of those, I'd be interested if it's a tight fit. Now, I have the Mini Cooper normal is small, but the Mini Cooper Clubman
it's not small.
It's not small. We got a Clubman at Laugh Fest again this year, and I was in it yesterday. Now, I mean, it's not huge, but I'm wondering if they're talking about headroom because there is not a ton of it's. I mean, I'm 5'7", and it's right there. He would have trouble sitting in it. Yeah. But as far as like the width and the length in the back seat, I thought it was plenty of room.
Yeah, I've got a little MKZ when I was driving. And that could be a little tight for...
Look at us short guys saying that. It's fine. We can fit in there.
I fit in the front. It's fine. But the people in the back... Oof.
Well, my third row, it never fails when I have a big party that gets in. The tall guys will get in the back. I'm like... You
know better.
Do you realize what you're doing? First of all, it's almost impossible to get in and out of my car. I mean, you have to be like a gymnast to not kill yourself. And then they put a 6'2" guy back there. I'm like, good luck with your knees, dude.
Here's one I didn't think was a subcompact car. It was a Nissan Versa.
Yeah. Well, no, this is the Nissan Versa Note.
No, there's a number 13.
So it says Note.
Where? I think he's looking at a different...
No, number 13. Are you looking at the wrong list?
I looked at the list you posted.
Then number 13 is a Nissan Versa. It doesn't say Note, does it?
This one does.
Let me see your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You're in the subreddit. We have another link. If you go back to the underneath that is another link that 14 best subcompact cars.
I was just curious what was considered a subcompact car.
So Nick looked up usnews.com, but yeah, I mean, I feel bad for those people, but like a Yaris is really small.
Yeah, they're pretty tiny.
But who wouldn't want to be picked up by a Mini Coupe? I mean,
It wouldn't be too bad.
I would choose that over a Toyota Yaris. No offense to anyone that's got a Yaris. I rarely see these.
Okay, how did they get accepted with a Volkswagen Beetle in the first place?
Well, it's just listing the subcompact vehicles is all it's
Right.
doing. It's
This
not,
is not-
This isn't like an Uber or a
This
Lyft
isn't an
list.
Uber Lyft list. This is something that Nick found. So
This was just to get an idea of what subcompact cars are considered.
come on, Alex, keep up. Jeez, you're an engineer, for goodness sakes.
I used all my engineering today already.
Well, yeah, 9 and 10 only have 2 doors. Yeah. So, anyways, don't buy one anyways. I mean, they're probably great for food delivery. They're probably good on gas. So,
My favorite part of the Reddit is the best comments listed, like the first 3.
the first comment, read it. Don't say the actual word though, because
This is ridiculous. This is just part of the greater fat acceptance agenda. If you can't fit in my car, you're a fat.
I forgot about that. I remember I was going to try to remember to bring that up, but
I just like how the first part is all fat shaming.
come on. I love Reddit. Reddit is my new favorite thing. It has so many.
You got Ben hooked on it now, too.
I know. Reddit's great.
Guilty.
They have an app. I hate Reddit on the computer, but the app is amazing. So, all right, don't get a subcompact car. That's our tip. They're unfortunately nothing against Andy, but I worry about. Although Honda's pretty safe with crashes, but the smaller the
Most
car,
of 'em.
I mean, Tiny driving that Fit around. I mean, can you imagine if a pickup truck hit that going 40? I mean, a pickup going 40 doesn't sound like a lot, but hitting a smart car,
Well, Tiny probably weighs more than the smart car.
he probably
yeah.
can lift it up.
Well, it's a suit, really. It's like his smart man suit.
All right, so we're going to jump into Uber's new insurance policy. We don't have any video on this. I don't know if, Ben, did you end up saving some pictures for that for XSplit? Come on, you've been here for 90 minutes, bro. He was honest.
Couldn't find them.
Oh, you couldn't find them?
No, I tried.
Oh, I just had to click on the link. The pictures are right there, right in their blog.
Oh. That's funny.
But
You want me to add them?
No, just post the link. So in Michigan, and not just Michigan, but
I like how they shaped Michigan
I
on
was
the map.
just going to say that. I just saw that. I'm like, what? Lake Michigan's
lazy.
Look at Lake Michigan's a 90-degree angle.
Yep.
That is pretty bad. So Allstate is
Colorado's the right shape.
right, and California's okay. Texas is good. So Allstate is now the insurance carrier for Uber in Michigan. Looks like they're breaking it up a little bit. Farmers has a couple states.
Probably whoever gave them the best deal in that state.
Yeah,
Really.
James River is and I say about half, and Allstate's about half, and then they have Progressive, and then Farmers. One thing that's changed huge is now Allstate is covering drivers in period 1. So we all got that rideshare insurance except Nick because he likes to gamble. And that covered us in period 1. Now all of a sudden, Allstate and Uber's is covering us. Now the coverage isn't very good. I mean, it's okay, but
You still are covered, though.
you're still covered, but it's low limits.
I'm just happy because they can't give me shit anymore.
I can still give you
We
shit.
still will. Don't worry.
So let's see. Period 1 is 50,000 bodily, 100,000 bodily injury per accident, 25,000 per accident for property. That's when you're online and available. And then so there's really only
Two
two periods
now.
now. And the second one is en route to pick up a rider and on the trip.
And we did a whole podcast about insurance.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it kind of changes a little bit. I mean, I would still recommend getting the rideshare rider because it does say under this first period, third-party liability when necessary. And I cannot read the small print because it's super small, but there's a little asterisk
Are
there.
you saying you're old?
Yes. You can't read it either, with or without your glasses. I can guarantee it.
Maintain automobile liability insurance on your behalf if you don't maintain applicable insurance of at least this amount.
But what does third-party liability mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't sell insurance.
I don't
Might
know.
have to talk to Jeff.
Well, I'm a little upset with Jeff, and I'll say it right now. I've emailed him twice to ask for more insurance, homeowner insurance for some of the equipment we have in here, and he has refused to email me back. So I'm saying it. I'm calling it out right there.
Come on, Jeff.
Come on, buddy.
You had one job.
One job. Flowmaster. Oh, Flowmaster says James River is the worst Uber insurance. God, I cannot talk. Uber insurance ever. Flowmaster's been on before. All state driver hit my car Saturday night. Oh, geez. Oh, so you're dealing with James River right now. Wow. Wow, that is loud.
What?
Your headphones.
Oh. I
It,
forgot to turn my mic down. Sorry.
oh. No, I'm not hearing it
on,
through my
Ben.
headphones. I'm hearing it outside my headphones.
Oh.
Like,
What are you hearing?
I'm hearing the live stream. Can you guys hear it outside your headphones?
I hear something, yeah.
I don't know where it goes. My mic's not on.
Where is those? Out of those headphones right there
They
are hooked up to the laptop. What am I doing? So
And this
Ben
is where the wheels fall off.
So Ben has a little bit of the ear ringing thing. So he has a tough time hearing like quiet things. But I'm hearing myself somewhere. Where is it coming from? I don't hear it anymore. Good job. All right.
See, I'm happy that they switched for our state to Allstate versus James River.
Why is that?
I just have not seen good things about James River.
Well, Fullmaster said he had dealt with James River 3.
Struggle is real.
I don't know what is going on tonight.
Maybe drink another monster.
Yeah,
I
take
swear,
another one.
this is just one.
It's your birthday. You're excused. It's all right.
James River 3 times now. Ooh.
Ooh.
We're both like, ugh. I mean, 3 accidents without James River is bad. Ew. Victor said he had an accident last Monday, and my dash cam saved his ass. The rideshare rider covers everything. Oh, interesting.
How
Why are
about
you
that,
looking
Nick?
over
How
here?
about that, Nick?
Why are you guys looking at me?
Jeez. Yeah, insurance is so tough. Like we had that podcast with farmers, and it was a good podcast, but it's so confusing. I figure like if it costs me a little extra to have more coverage, it's worth it to me. So I don't know. Next,
Well, you're doing so much more of it now that
Yeah.
it's kind of a big deal.
right. I still if it's snowy out now, especially now that you're not getting paid the big bucks. And remember when back in the day you get one little snowflake and it'd be like, oh, it's surging 6.5. I mean, obviously it wasn't that high, but I mean, you could make good money when it snowed.
Yeah.
It's not worth it anymore.
No.
Why, if you're not going to make $30, $40 a ride? I mean, truly, it's not worth it anyways. But I mean, you're more tempted to go out when you're going to make $50 a ride instead of
Well, see, I used to go out in the snow just because I like to drive in the snow.
okay and make money at
It
the
gave
same
me
time.
something to do, yeah.
Yeah. All right. This next one is pretty shitty. Pizza delivery man robbed. What's weird about this is this was in Philly, and they basically ordered a pizza to a vacant house, and they killed the guy. They robbed him. But I didn't see a follow up with this. I don't know if Nick did, but they thought it was kind of a pattern. They were having it happen a couple of times. So, my only advice to you, if you are out doing like Grubhub or DoorDash or any of those things, is if it seems super weird, don't deliver the food. I mean, if you're like,
I mean, even if you're picking up people, if
Yeah,
it's weird,
that's totally true. I mean, you have a right, even with everyone thinks, I got to get this food to somebody. Nuh-uh, you're an independent contractor. If it's freaking weird, you just cancel it and be like, whatever, I'm not doing it.
Throw the food out the window.
Right, or give it to the homeless or something, or eat it. But I guess I would recommend if you don't feel comfortable, just don't.
Just be very wary of your surroundings.
And
and
when we talk about this stuff, it's super rare. I mean, it doesn't happen a ton. I mean,
I think if you were to calculate the statistics of how many rideshare and delivery active
transactions
that
happen every day
versus this,
right?
Unless you're in Phoenix.
Phoenix is having a rough time with stuff with Uber. I don't know what's going on in that state.
It's Phoenix. It's weird. It's hot. It's
but not in the winter. It's beautiful in the winter. Alex. So we tend to bring up these articles, but I do want to. I mean, I'm sure educated people know, like, hey, we know it's not common, but we don't want to be the media like everyone else does and says, "Oh, the sky is falling." So, let's talk about what Jamie said. The endorsement is worth every penny. Nick, she didn't say Nick, is paid out over $25,000 for me now, and only $6,000 of that was for my car. So,
congratulations, Jamie.
It's not a congratulations; it's a thank God.
Yeah.
So, yeah, her story. It's interesting that we talked a little bit after the podcast because there's some litigation going on. But I'm like, this lady was an idiot that caused the accident. So I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Actually, I did have. Now that I think about it, I did have a incident back when I was driving for Grubhub. I was
Really?
Yeah, I stopped in a loading zone to pick up an order downtown.
Okay.
And the vehicle in front of me just backs up into my car.
Oh no!
The woman gets out and is like, "Oh, I didn't see you. Oh, you didn't see the car with its hazards on
In a loading zone.
through your rear view camera on your full size SUV. Okay, I'll believe you.
Yeah, when I worked for UPS and this past thing, and when I was training with drivers, he's like, "Yeah, people don't see the brown truck. Like it's a big brown truck." He's like, "I've had 3 people back up into my truck." I'm like, "How can you not see that?" I mean, so it just doesn't matter if your hazards on. People just don't look.
People are oblivious.
They're just like, "Brr." And even with the rear cameras, I mean, you think it would be like, you look in your camera, oh, that's a big brown truck. I shouldn't hit that.
Yeah.
Idiots. So did you guys do anything with that, or wasn't that much damage?
She gave me her business card. Like, so her information.
Okay.
And business card and stuff so I can contact her. And so I just took it to a body shop and said, "Hey, bill this woman."
Oh, you guys didn't do insurance or anything?
No.
You just see if she was going to pay for it first, and then you'd be like, I'm going to call my insurance company, yo. Interesting.
Yeah, they sent her the invoice and she paid it. And I got, it was a new grill. That's all it was.
Oh, okay.
But you had to take the whole front bumper off to get to it. So the labor was the expensive part.
Right.
As always.
So Victor said on YouTube, Dashcam provided the other driver was at fault. That's good. James River always tries to avoid coverage. Full Master. I think every insurance company tries to avoid it.
Dashcam.
Victor says I pay 145. Yeah, you're such an advocate for dash cams, yet you won't pay $200 a year for extra rideshare insurance. Seems legit.
That means I'd have to drive rideshare.
That's true. Victor says he pays $145 for 6 months with Allstate for the rider. That's a little high. I mean, it's different for everyone in different states. James River's 1,000. Lyft's is 2,500. So that's a lot. Flowmaster, how about the Brooklyn driver who got stabbed? I don't know if I saw that one. So, all right, what do we got up next?
Yeah, we try to only put so many bad, news stories.
We try. Jamie Lynn says it covers medical to the rider,
which is huge.
Mm-hmm. Alex knows all about medical.
Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, we have a video that Ben's going to play. It's just a little nerdy synopsis about the Uber and Lyft IPO. What do you think? They're basically going to offer drivers. So what is it? 10 grand in stock if you have, stock if you have 10,000 rides.
10,000 rides.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, and if you have 1,000, you
get like $5, I think it said.
It's $1.
Hey, I got a coat. I'm happy with my Lyft coat. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's nice.
That says Lyft on it.
Right. Uh-huh.
CC.
Go ahead and play that when you're ready.
All right, here we go.
We're not going to see it. We haven't figured out the video. They can't hear us talking, hopefully. We have not figured out how we can play it on XSplit and still hear it in our headphones. It's a mystery. So, I mean, you see all the wires coming out of there. Somehow there's got to be a way when it plays on XSplit, we can hear it in our headphones. I don't know how. And then with the delay, when we watch it anywhere else, it finishes quicker for them, and then we're scrambling to try to, so I don't know. And then Ben just tells us when it's ready. And see, even if you, on a good day, even if you watch it on your phone, you'd be 15 seconds behind. So, I mean, I guess you'd get most of it, but.
I guess I could have watched it earlier.
Yeah, I did. It's boring.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's just kind of gives a synopsis what they're offering and stuff. Oh, they only give 1,000. I'm watching on Facebook. They give
but they have another one that's $20K for $5,000 or something.
Oh, okay.
Or $10,000.
So I do that. I do an app. It's probably going to finish up when I'm talking, called Stash. Just like you can buy just any stocks. Like I have Monster Energy and like Verizon and stuff like that.
So what you're using?
Huh? What I'm using, the things that Amazon, UPS. And I asked them if I could buy Lyft yet, and they said, no, it's not available.
It's worth a shot.
It was worth a shot. I'm like, I drive Lyft. I'll buy a couple shares of it. I mean, it's probably going to tank, but they're not profitable. I don't understand how somebody can be an IPO and not profitable. Is this still playing?
Still going.
Damn, that's a long video.
The two reporters talking to each other.
Yeah.
The one on the left is pretty cute.
Yeah.
She's got that eyeshadow.
Yeah, it's the eyeshadow. Her eyeshadow game is on point.
She's on fleek.
What?
Oh, now I'm actually interested.
Victor
talking so much.
Victor's in Pennsylvania. Full master. Damn, I'm so far away from 10,000 rides. I'm at like 1,200. Oh, he can't hear us anymore.
When we come back, I want to see if anyone is even remotely close to 20,000
yeah,
rides.
we'll say who's got the most.
All right, she just smiled. I think she's done.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's not the good looking one.
No.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
still on the split screen. Yeah, the one on the left. I like the hair on the one on the right.
All right, we're back.
All right. So we're curious as you watch that video. 10,000 full master said he's way away from 10,000 rides. Nick suggested, who has the most rides? Like, is anyone near close to that on Facebook or YouTube?
I mean, I've seen Uber up there, but I've never seen anyone with Lyft post anything remotely close.
Yeah, when we look at the Facebook groups, like all the big ones, they definitely don't come close on Lyft.
No.
It's usually Uber. I'm at like 2,500 for
I'd be interested when you went full time, how many rides you jumped up.
well, I mean a lot. I was doing like 25 rides a day.
I'm just trying to think if 20K is even realistic.
I mean, we could do the math.
Maybe it's not, and that's why it's 20K.
Yeah,
That's true. That's a good point.
They give you a brass ring, but they know you're not going to touch it.
I mean, if you did 4,000 rides a year for 5 years, I mean, I really need to do that math.
Lyft hasn't even been here for 5 years.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it would be about 4,000 rides. So 333
Which I guess
rides.
is not that many if you think about it. I mean, for someone like me, it's a shit ton. But
no, I mean, look how quickly I got my amp in my jacket. I mean, within a month of me doing Lyft full time, I just went flying because I was only doing Lyft.
Yeah.
So let's see. Flowmaster says not Lyft, mostly Uber. Yeah, I've got like 2,500 on Uber and like 1,200 on Lyft. So, I got a jacket, so screw it.
that says Lyft on it, CC.
Right. Next up, DC Uber driver goes insane. This is just street fighting. That's all I can say. So Ben's gonna play that. I don't know if you all have seen it, and then we'll talk about it when it's done. I don't know why when I go to YouTube, like it's so much crystal clear on Facebook, our live stream, then you go to YouTube and it's just like it's grainy. I don't know why. I mean, it's not terrible.
Might be the compression set weird.
I should look at that. Now that you bring that up.
Yeah, because the compression that you use for your dashcam vids might not be appropriate for this.
Well, this isn't dashcam video.
Right, I know, but if your channel is set to a compression setting,
I think it's more on XSplit. I think it is now that I think about it, but I'll look into it. I mean, it's not terrible, but I can't
not
wait
used
for
to headphones yet.
Was this the lady that got beat up?
Yeah. This is straight up street fighting.
Is this like bum fights from back in the day?
Yes.
Kind of.
I
mean,
bum fights.
That was terrible, though.
I loved bum fights.
That's so mean.
One of my friends was named after one of the bums.
Oh my word.
Victor says that was insane. Or no, that was insat.
Insat. We know what he meant.
Yeah.
Inset in the brain.
Is that Cypress Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they juggalos?
Maybe
I think they're like juggalo sellouts. Because I think
Juggalo-ish.
ish.
What's that,
This lady's got some weird
I think we're... Nope, never mind.
We got to be getting close.
Oh, look at that car.
I don't have the link for the video. Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, we should have told you to bring a laptop. We're eventually...
I barely have one.
Well, we're eventually going to... We bought these little Chromebooks for like $250.
Yeah.
And it's good for this kind of... I mean, you're not going to do heavy processing, but watching videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, I need to buy a new one. I just don't know what I want.
That car is messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like a nice Mac.
We're back.
We're back in the saddle.
I did not think you were going to say saddle.
What do you think I was going to say?
In the
I
sack.
think that rhymes with
Back in the sack?
There you go.
Oh, we have some sack talk coming up too.
Oh, we sure do.
What a good thread, Ben.
Hey!
Yeah, that was insane, that fight. I mean, they were going at it like Alex brought up bum fights. If anyone remember bum fights. So what was the thing with bum fights? Did they just pay somebody $25 to fight? Was that what it was?
I don't know. They may have paid him. I think
They
it was,
definitely paid him. They had to have. Well,
I don't know. I think they just kind of would talk two of them into fighting each other because they had nothing else to do.
They had to bribe them with something.
with food or money
cigarettes,
or
Fifth of whiskey.
cigarettes.
booze. Yeah.
I just noticed the camera jumping up and down. I wonder if it's resting against that table. Move the table, Ben.
Yeah.
Did it move?
Yeah.
I don't know, just caught it. Hey,
Squirrel.
no, I am. You know,
That
I'm
was a
always
chipmunk.
I'm always thinking about production. It's in my
Because
brain.
you don't trust me.
I trust you.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
just...
Okay, this one is hilarious. Ben does have a picture for this. Uber driver hands out list of what kind of rides the passenger wants. It's kind of
pretty
funny.
awesome.
It's
Yeah.
kind of funny. I smell a skunk. Is that it? Do you guys notice that too?
I was gonna say I smell marijuana, but
Yeah.
Well, no, they're no marijuana.
no, I know. That's why I didn't say anything.
Actually.
Honey, did Brutus fart? All right. George the Uber driver, you can have the stand up. I will tell you about things that are funny, to me at least, from prison stories to other poor life choices I made.
That's amazing.
Don't get a lover's name tattooed on you ever. The silent ride, then there's just nothing there. That's funny.
That one's a good one.
The therapy ride, got something on your mind. The creepy ride, I don't say anything. I just look at you from time to time in the rearview mirror, all creepy like.
How's that different from the silent ride?
True, right.
Yeah.
You're still going to look in the mirror, but maybe you don't have like a creeper look. Maybe you
Maybe.
smile when you look in the mirror. The Rue ride, I would be rude as possible. Safety comes before anything. Please wear your seatbelt. I have charges for every type of phone. Blah, blah, blah. That's pretty funny. I feel like we're kind of like bartenders when we're drivers.
Sometimes, yeah.
I mean, people are just, they just want to, some people want to talk and tell you their life story and some people don't. But yeah, except we're not serving them alcohol.
Oh, you're not supposed to do that?
Oh, is that frowned upon? Did I not get the terms of service?
But
from
we're
Uber on
limos,
this?
though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I always
Car's
thought.
black, close enough.
Yeah, I thought we could put up a plexiglass
There was
divider.
somebody in the group that said that. Let's just put a divider up, and then we can serve alcohol, right?
I think if you have a commercial policy, you can do it.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think. I'm just, I'm talking
That's just
about my-
Jason talking.
That's
we
talk-
don't we don't condone that.
Yeah. We do condone rideshare insurance, but we don't condone putting a plexiglass in the back. I got to do it, Nick. I got to do it. Full Masters at $12.54 for Lyft with a 4.96 rating. Nice. $6,900 for Uber. That is crazy. That's funny. Okay, next up. Okay, speaking of nuts, passenger in a vehicle.
Back in the sack.
Passenger in vehicle doing food delivery does something disgusting. Which these titles are all wrong. It's not the. Oh no, it is the passenger. The passenger wasn't doing the food delivering. Everyone thought it was the driver that did it, although she videotaped it.
Guilty by association.
Well, right. I mean, obviously, but the Now this video just shows the offense. It does not show any nuts.
No balls.
No balls or penises on this video.
No tomatoes.
No tomatoes, no twig and berries. But there's a longer video where they talk about how they had to go back for a 30-minute trip back to deliver them some sauce. That's why they were pissed. No, I'm not condoning this by any means. First of all, who does that? I'm not driving back to bring you your ranch. I'm sorry. I don't pack the food.
I thought it was because the lady was a bad tipper or something.
Well, she was, but she had to go back, and then So I think what happened, she delivered the food. She got an 89-cent tip. Then they said, oh, you have to go back with the ranch. I thought that's what I read. And so on the way back, that's when they did whatever. Or not ranch, or the salsa or whatever it was.
Just keep a bottle of Tostitos.
Here's my thought on food delivery. Once it's delivered, as long as, I don't expect my driver to go through the bag. That's the restaurant's responsibility.
And that's the point.
I don't
you're
want
not
drivers
supposed
to go
through
through
the
my
bag.
No. Well, even McDonald's, they staple it and sticker it.
Yeah.
Not that I've done a few Uber Eats, but they staple it shut so you can't get in it. So you don't know what's in there. So
What I used to do for Grubhub is I would just open the red bag and then put it in there, and that's all.
I might tie up the plastic bag that they have to kind
yeah.
of keep the heat in there and then put it in my own bag. But yeah, it's not my responsibility. So the driver should have never drove a half-hour round trip to get them salsa. So again, not that I'm condoning it, but it's kind of funny. Okay, play the video, Ben.
On that note, here we go.
Yeah, it did sound like skunk. I'm glad. I'm like, I think it's skunk sprayed outside somewhere.
I thought they're hibernating.
No, they will come out when it gets warm, but it's not warm. It's very cold.
I probably woke up like 3 days ago and was like,
March.
Oh,
what the hell?
Fucking groundhog.
you son of a bitch.
It's a snowstorm.
Half of me's hidden.
Oh, by the way, this guy is a complete nerd. There's the nut. He tries to if you listen to him, he's like trying to start this like news thing, but he's like got no mic on. It's terrible. Bad lighting. He's got a really hairy chest.
Yeah, he does. It's like he's shaved between his beard and his...
It does look like that, doesn't it? I mean, you don't typically grow hair there.
You guys didn't know that was a new trend?
I did not know that. I have like almost zero chest hair. It's like nothing.
You can't even see past your beard.
Right.
All right, and we're back.
Okay, so yeah.
Salsa? Nut salsa.
So where did I should click on? Hold on.
Walks out.
Okay,
Go on.
I want to click on the video because there was, I don't know if it was this video, but there was a comment, and it was super funny. Let's see if I can find it in a minute. As my slow computer.
That's why I don't order food delivery.
I do all the time.
I just have something weird about it with someone else touching my food, and I
Oh,
don't know.
number one comment. I hope that customer didn't have a nut allergy. I saw that.
That is a
I
good
saw that
comment.
earlier. I'm like, I gotta remember to bring that up. But no, I trust most people. I mean,
I think I'm less so worried about the food driver than I am the people in the actual restaurant.
true. I mean,
I've seen the movie Waiting.
Waiting. Never
You haven't seen
it.
Waiting?
No.
Oh,
Like,
you've got to watch. It's got Ryan Reynolds in it, and he plays a waiter in a
Oh,
restaurant.
maybe I have seen this.
It's a lot like a Bennigan's.
well, if Ryan
Do you
Reynolds,
remember Bennigan's?
yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's like a Bennigan's. And there's goofy stuff on the walls, and he's a waiter. It's
Okay.
got Shay McBride is the guy.
Danny McBride.
No, Shay.
I don't know who Shay is.
Big black dude. He's
Okay.
He like works in the back of the restaurant.
Definitely not related to Danny then.
No.
No, that sounds familiar though. The Bennigan's thing. They
Yeah.
just were goofing off, right? Like they were just being idiots.
Yeah.
This was a Flair movie, right?
No, it was not the Flair. Flair is Office Space.
Oh, see, I've seen Office Space.
Yeah, that one is way too true. No, Waiting. It's all about like the Batwing and the
I wonder if you can get it on Netflix.
probably.
Nick's looking it up. Back to YouTube. Let's see. It's flat and square, and you just press it. What?
Anna Faris is in it.
Yeah, and a Ferris too.
He's talking about an emergency alert thing that he carries.
Oh,
It sounds pretty awesome, actually.
there's a safety I carry called Ripple. It's a tiny button like a thumbnail, and it discreetly calls the cops. Wow,
Yeah. it's
that is pretty
awesome.
interesting. Somebody look that up. Ripple.
Nipple?
Ripple.
Oh.
Yeah, don't put an N in there. You're gonna get
Ruffles have
things.
ridges.
see what I mean? Like you and him are perfect together. Just these weird dad jokes. Not
Is it
dad
a
jokes.
ripple maker? Ripple maker?
No,
No, I think that's
a
latex.
drink.
And
Say right ripple, and then it's not ripples. It's ripple. Right ripple emergency alert. There.
Nipple
Oh man,
emergency
you got
alert.
it going. Oh boy.
it's rippled for your pleasure.
Oh.
Oh, it looks like a nipple.
No, it doesn't.
I
It looks
know.
like a thumb drive.
It's $10 a month.
That's not bad.
No contract.
I kind of like, dude. Who is that, Victor? Thank you, Victor. That's a great tip. We'll post that in all our groups and.
So, one click uncomfortable situations. You are now live or talking live with the Ripple safety team member who has your profile instructions and locations at their fingertip. So it doesn't necessarily call the police.
Well, it looks like 3 clicks does.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to look. You got to use
3
your
clicks
eyes.
on the nipple.
So I don't want to talk to somebody though. Like I want this to be like maybe they can hear the conversation.
Ripple Safety dispatches emergency services to your location and relays the critical physical and medical information in your profile to first responders.
You can find
Help! I'm a Lyft driver and I can't get up.
Oh, so if you prepay, it costs $125 for the year. Oh, that's with the button and 12 months of service.
Yes.
I actually like that. I mean, I don't think I would get it for myself.
I would get it for a college student, though.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd get it for my.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a great idea. I never thought about that. I always worry. There's a woman I'm chatting with on Messenger that wants to get into rideshare driving.
Yeah.
And she messaged me from that group, that Georgetown group, whatever. And that's the one
Yeah,
thing
where
that,
you're trying to steal my rides.
hey, you got a cheerleader on there because every time it comes up, she's like, I use Nicholas and he's great. I always want to say something terrible, but I'm like, I'm not going to hurt his business. But the number one thing she says is, how safe is it for a woman driver? And I'm like,
You know, didn't we have a blog post
where I wrote it when I ate bagels.
a blog post about that?
Bagels.
Back on the yacht.
Say bagel.
Bagel.
He's see?
I got a
That's
bag
what you
of
call an
bagels.
old person, is a bagel.
Yeah. Oh man, you're getting both these guys tonight. What are we even talking about? Oh,
Nipples.
Ripple.
Nipple.
I like
it right. It's
I know.
nipple.
I'm losing it. I like that idea.
Okay, for
I'll
anybody
pierce
that
your
actually
nipple.
looks this up, I just like how the Ripple has a ring. It's a Ripple ring.
Ripple. Oh my gosh. You guys need help.
Can you put the Ripple ring on your nipple ring?
Yes!
All right,
you
moving on. You guys ruined
Scotty,
it.
beam me up.
All right, we're going to talk about sad news.
Oh.
This is kind of crappy, and this is a good conversation about Lyft's privacy with other people. But this guy died. Apparently, had a medical emergency, and he was dead for what, a week?
A week.
Before somebody found him. So that opens the discussion. The family tried to call Lyft, and Lyft would not give them any information.
So
And
this is why I have Find My Friends on the
that's
iPhone.
the only iPhone thing. And I do that with with my dad and my mother-in-law. I can see them, they can see me, whatever. Just so that if something happens, you know, at least if their phone's on, if their phone's dead, whatever, you're done. Well, it'll give you their last location.
Well, it would
Like
make sense
3D
for Lyft
map
to
and
have
everything.
emergency contacts.
Yes. Like you could put it in the app, emergency contact. If something, although how does Lyft know? Like, I mean, they'd have more stats to say, okay, he's not on the platform anymore. And I don't know. Because
it would be like a reverse lookup. So if somebody said, hey, I'm looking for this person, and they're in the emergency contact, then Lyft should just say, okay, well, they obviously know them. This is a person they trust. Here is where they used to be.
But what if you have like an ex-girlfriend or something that you had
don't put her in your emergency contacts.
Right.
You got to keep that shit updated.
Well, that's the problem.
I took my ex-girlfriend off of there.
Right. No, there's got to be something done for safety. There has to be something, because for them to be like, no, sorry.
That's pretty shitty.
That is pretty bad, man. Like, I feel so bad for that family.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where was he at that nobody found him for 5 days?
I don't think they said.
He was in a parking lot in downtown Atlanta.
I guess you could get lost in the crowd
During Super Bowl Sunday,
nobody noticed?
Well, it's a big parking lot, probably.
How many
There's
times
have
you seen a rideshare driver sleeping and you haven't thought anything of it in their car?
True.
Yeah.
We see it even on our little waiting lot.
Yeah.
TC cashes out all the time. The windows are all fogged up.
That's because he's doing something else besides sleeping.
Well, I'm just saying.
Using something Ripple. This guy could have used Ripple.
He could have. Well, depending on what kind of medical emergency he had. I mean,
But yeah, you have big grabber, and then
it didn't say what happened. I mean, I don't know if he.
They said he died of natural causes.
Yeah, but I think they said he was a diabetic.
Diabetic, yep.
No, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm getting a Ripple.
You better get a Ripple. It's a good idea.
You get one of these emergency things that has a ring on it too.
There you go.
You're terrible, Alex. This guy died. All right, tip time. So this is written by one and only Ben. So I'm going to let Ben read it.
All right. The tip time for tonight is make sure the microphone's not blocking your view of the camera. No, that's not it. The tip time. Keep granola bars or water bottles handy in your car in case you get hangry. It's the worst thing when you have to stop. You have to stop.
I'm diagnosed.
Oh, it's like a legitimate diagnosis, hangry.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to stop, A, it takes you off the clock. You're not making money when you have to stop to buy food. B, you're probably going to spend a ton more money in a gas station or convenience store. More money than you would pay if you just went to the grocery store before you signed on. So get yourself a box of granola bars, something that's non-perishable that will hold up in your car. Get some water bottles. And again, these are not for your passengers. These are for you as the driver. So in between rides, if you need a quick fix, a pick-me-up, you've got it with you and you don't need to stop and give up those earnings that you could be rolling in if you did sign off. So that's today's tip time. Don't get hangry. Nobody likes a hangry driver. And if you are taken care of, your chances of getting tips are much higher. So that is tip time with Ben. Back to the main table.
Well, I would mention with along with that is when you go into a gas station, it's so easy to make unhealthy choices.
So easy.
Delicious Hostess cupcakes and donuts but
turkeys.
I'm kind of bougie when it comes to granola bars, and I eat Kind bars. They are so good.
Do they make you nicer?
No, but they're good and they're pricey, but they're delicious. But I try to keep a couple of those in there because I get hangry.
Really?
Yep.
Will we?
Yep. Why is this in? Let's see. So there's a comment that says being held for review, and then I right-clicked it, and it says put user in timeout, report, go to channel, hide user on this channel. That's interesting. Let's see. Victor, no, he's never used it. Most of that stuff he never used. I have a canned air horn for packs that start shit and don't want to get out of the car. Thankfully, have not. Can you? That is funny. If you get it on that on dash cam, we might pay for that one. Can you imagine?
Oh, I've had reasons to use it.
I wonder if Justin could would wake that one. Was it a girl that was in his car at the in Walker?
Yeah, no, she was so messed up. She was on
She was on something,
or roofied or something.
Oh,
but
She would not wake up. But my favorite part was someone had wrote in a comment, things I learned from this video, wake up a passed out girl by shaking her breasts. Because if you watch the paramedic, he literally put...
That's what he does.
no, they do this.
Yeah,
They go
but
right in between, 'cause
it was
that
right
breast-
between the titties.
Well, yeah, that's your breastplate. It's very sensitive.
I know, but he said that was a valid point. That's
Okay.
something he learned.
Of course.
I didn't know that.
it's all about how you word it. If you say
True.
breastplate, it's not as bad as boobs.
Titties.
Right.
Titties.
Titties, yeah. Okay, we'll jump into our last little segment of questions and funny things from Uber Lyft groups. Someone posted in the Kalamazoo group, what a joke tonight was. I'm done till they lift this cap.
It's not a cat.
It's not a cap. I mean, that's just what the surge is now. I'm not saying they're not capable to do it and they wouldn't do it, but I don't think there was I think they're talking about with a state of emergency that they did put a cap on that, but I don't think they were doing that. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't think they are, but, you can...
I just think, Grand Rapids is pretty slow. Kalamazoo is slower than Grand Rapids is.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, everyone's freaking out about the penny surge. I'm like, there wasn't a surge.
Screw the penny surge.
Other than the big events, that's really going to hurt drivers. I mean, New Year's Eve, Winter Beer Fest for Grand Rapids people. I mean, everyone has St. Patty's Day. There's always some sort of festival going on. What other ones are big? I mean, Halloween and right around Thanksgiving ish, but not as big as like New Year's Eve. But
Any
Well,
country.
we used to have Halloween on Ionia.
Halloween on Ionia.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was huge.
It was St. Patty's in the fall.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
They do
3
it
years
every
ago.
year?
3 years
years
ago.
ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't remember that.
it was like 3 years ago, and like 2 years running before that, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
They
like that.
stopped it and they moved it to a private party at the Waldron.
Okay.
And then it never came back.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I remember I made bank off that night. I do remember that.
My favorite thing about Halloween is
Glitter all over your damn car.
that's just every day. No, just because girls never dress like they want to see their grandparents that night.
Well, no night, and if they're going to the woods.
Oh.
Even in the wintertime, it's like, seriously? No, that's not
See,
happening.
I expect tips for heated seats that night.
For heated seats?
Yeah.
Do you have them in the back too?
No.
Oh, yeah. So you're only going to get...
That's why I had to get her to sit up front.
Right. That's why. So next
for
one.
her company.
Has anyone have a problem filing their own taxes? I'm trying to put my Uber 2008. How can I talk about this? You put this in here, so this is all you.
What do you mean? How can you talk about it?
Well, I mean-
he's trying to use his summary under the normal TurboTax. You need the business one to put your 1099 in.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Self-employed. But it's free if you're an Uber or Lyft driver.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't do my own taxes, so. So you're saying that you can't just use the normal TurboTax?
No. And you
Okay.
shouldn't
Because it's for W-2s anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
The normal TurboTax, you're going to pay for it. Why would you do that? You get it for free through Uber and Lyft.
Yeah.
The self-employed version.
I would not, excuse my yawn, I would not quote that. I think that's expired now. I think there was a deadline that was March 1st for that.
So basically, I put that in there so others would know if they made that same mistake. You can't
For
do it.
next
Well,
year.
we've talked we've talked about it in nauseum that you should go to an accountant anyways. So Nick probably doesn't. He probably just throws it out the window.
I almost just swore at you really badly.
hey, I've always done my own taxes on TurboTax.
Great.
So
Good for you.
I saved a lot of money.
Okay. How much do you pay for the taxes to get done?
Zero.
I pay
Zero.
zero.
You don't pay
$0.
anything.
You don't pay anything.
Not
For-
with the TurboTax deal.
Well, for your rideshare earnings, but what about your family's stuff? Like,
Oh, well,
that's what I'm talking about. Like, I take my entire finances for my entire family.
Because you do like 5,000 side gigs.
Well, yeah,
it's
but,
true.
but it's not
Ours is
free.
pretty basic.
It's not free for
Does your
for.
tax person just hate you?
No, I love him. Does a good job. So you don't. It doesn't apply that free TurboTax doesn't apply for your family's income; it's just for your Uber income. Right?
No, it's for the whole thing.
Oh, it's for the whole thing.
So I file all my taxes for free.
And Andy's too.
Yeah, because
Oh.
we're married filing joint.
Wow, that's a good deal then.
Oh yeah,
Interesting.
and it goes through all the forms step by step, self-guided.
That's the problem for me.
There's
Self-guided.
research along, like there's a whole bar.
Well, I haven't used it in years, so maybe it's better
It's
now.
really good.
But
But-
anyways,
Anyway,
I mean, everyone has. Do you do TurboTax?
No.
You have an accountant?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has their own thing about it. Like Jesper and Nick and I, we go to an accountant. Ben does it on his own. I mean, I recommend going.
I
there.
would just be scared doing it on my own that I might miss something.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's
But
why
Ben's a pretty smart guy, so
He
he
is.
probably didn't miss anything.
I always wait. That's why I wait till April 15th to actually file mine, because I want to wait that I missed something from something.
What's nice is she runs it a couple different ways since we're not married. So
No, don't even get me going on that. Moving on.
we'll be here all night.
Moving on. Next, there's a picture on XSplit, Ben, for this next one. I think it is. I think I saved it
The
there.
hazard button.
The hazard button.
That's amazing.
I'm sure. I don't know that this. I see this guy at the airport and he posts a lot. I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry.
Salial?
Sali'a.
He posted this.
say
Sali'a.
Sali'a.
Something like al or I don't know.
Okay. Anyways,
Let's
I'm
call
sure
him
he
Sally.
didn't. I'm sure he didn't create it, but it's funny. Constantly, and he complains about it a lot too, and we all do. Is Uber drivers? It's a picture of a hazard button that says, "Is this the Park Anywhere button?" Because it's constantly people picking up on Fulton and Monroe, and Fulton is terrible. I come flying down Fulton. I mean, I probably should go the speed limit, but if you're going west on Fulton,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden someone stops on Fulton, you're like, what the hell? I mean, at least
especially when it's busy. It's,
Right. At least at the Bob, I'm expecting that lane to be blocked, but not on Fulton. I'm not expecting that right lane to be blocked. And I'm like, I have honked at so many drivers, and they'll look at me like, eh? I'm like,
What am I doing wrong?
what am I doing wrong? But
Everything.
Die. Okay. That's a little extreme, but I don't want you to die. Maybe. Anyone have a good playlist that they get compliments on when driving? I have Tidal, and generally play classic rock or something just chill. Tried old school rap today with the clean version playing. So, what about you guys? What do you typically
It
play?
depends on what clientele I'm doing, airport or the bar crowd. I have, played two complete different things.
Yeah, you would have to. Yeah.
I play pop rocks. Ben got me hooked on that.
I played old people music for my airports.
Serious. I don't know. I think pop rocks is kind of good. It's like some rock songs, some pop songs.
People love it too.
Yeah,
they
Ben
sing along and
Yeah, it's pop rocks is kind of one of those where like, what am I like? It plays some Goo Goo Dolls and Toad the Wet Sprocket, like kind of those older, kind of not super hard. And they'll play some Green Day for the rock, right? Like it's not like, yeah, I know, getting edgy, Green Day. But
I would typically just leave the local radio station on, whatever
Whatever was-
94.5 The Q.
That
It's
Ben's obsessed
different
with that one.
here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I don't
go
want to hear commercials.
Yeah.
so
I can't
I
even
always
tell
go
you the
with
last
JRD,
time I
so.
listened to the radio.
Yeah, I don't listen to the radio anymore. I can't stand commercials. I mean, I'm in a Netflix, Hulu world where, although Hulu does have some commercials for me, but I don't have time to listen to 17 minutes of commercials.
I don't know. I really want to know what Adam and Eve special is this week.
Right. I don't mind them on podcasts because what they do is they typically do them at the beginning and then the podcast, and then some of them do some mid rolls, but they're not like. And at least it's the host saying them, so they're just talking about it. They're not like this pre-made ad. That's, you know what I mean, like a commercial for the.
It's
Super
more
Bowl.
localized or focused on what you're.
Yeah, it's
the topic.
Yeah, he's kind of talking about it, and just like we're having a conversation now. I don't mind those on podcasts. I mean, some people get a little crazy with them, but for the most part, it's okay. I don't mind them.
Yeah.
But
I like listening to Free Beer and Hot Wings in the morning when they talk about when they get their ads and they just kind of roll them in there. And half the time their ads are completely messed up. And like,
it's funny.
A blooper reel.
Right. And I don't mind that.
Yeah.
What I mind on Free Beer and Hot Wings is the 17 minutes in between they come back to the air.
Yeah.
Megan, I don't listen to him anymore, but ever since Zane left, but when Megan would listen to him. She'd get in the car. She'd hear like the last 1 minute, and she'd drive her entire way to the hospital, and they would not come back live again. So it's like,
Yeah, there's certain hours where it's just crap.
right. I wish, and when I did listen to him, I did it on the podcast, so I didn't have to hear the commercials. But that drives me bonkers. I mean, I get it. They got bills to pay. That's just kind of how it works. But so, anyways, we talked about this earlier. That stereo. Ben will share that link in the channels. It's S-T-E
Stereo.
Stereo. It's
Stereo.
S-T.
You can eat your bangle when you drive stereo.
And then write a
And you
blog
can eat
about
some
it.
Cheerios too.
Freaking nasal. It's Steereo. And it's good. It's a good app. They are working on it continuously. They had a problem about 3 weeks ago where it had a bug in it and it would not work. And it took them 4 days to get a. Now I run it on my Android tablet. I don't run it on my iPhone. I just run an aux cord from that tablet into my car. But Ben, or did you write that?
No.
He wrote not to be confused with Cheerio.com. I don't even know how you say it. Is it stereo?
I thought it'd be
or
stereo.
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 That's how it's written.
That's how it's written. I always say
If they want it to be stereo, then meh.
It's
Yeah.
stereo.
Well, I'm sure there's stereo.com is probably bought up by somebody else. But
Well, they probably couldn't trademark stereo.
well, you
that
could if you can own any website.
Right, but they couldn't trademark it for
I think
legal
stereo
purposes.
I don't think stereo is a trademarkable word.
Right.
Like you can't copyright stereo.
Right. That's why they changed it to stereo, because they could copyright
Or because it's
stereo.
for rideshare drivers. Hello. Get it? See the thread there?
Wrong podcast.
Hey, we always try to cross promote. Even Larry said he heard about our podcast on this one. So yeah, I would check it out. I mean, I waited to talk about it until I saw that they paid me out. It says stereo for some people. It eats data. No, it doesn't. Not on my tablet. I mean, I use like 2 gigs. Now I have a separate data plan for my tablet, but it uses about. Now I run Lyft and stereo. I'm gonna struggle with that. And it used
Just
about 2 gigs a month. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't have any data issues with it, but I wanted to wait to talk about it till they paid out, and
did.
you hit $100 and you can cash out, and within 2 days it was in my account. So again, most of the music you're gonna hate, not hate, but it's just like
You're not
Not
going to
gonna
be
be your
into it.
favorite.
let's put it this way: when I play it and I'm in between rides, I leave it on, but I wear my Bluetooth and I listen to podcasts while I'm driving around, because I mean it plays a lot of the same songs too. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm hear this song 100
Which,
times.
if you're only in the car for 10 minutes,
It's
fine.
perfect. You're right.
Yeah.
But if you're in it for 6
6
7
hours,
hours, yeah. But I have to recommend it. They do not have a referral service. I really tried to get them to do it so we could get some
course.
kickback. They said they did a campaign a couple months ago. It was really successful, so they weren't looking to push it anymore. So I don't know if anyone else in Grand Rapids does it. I asked them, and they said, "Oh, we're not there yet." And I'm like, "Oh, come on." Like I annoyed them, and then they gave me access to the platform. So I don't know if you can do it in Grand Rapids. You can try it out.
Just bother them a lot.
Ben posted the link. So, what's this one? Oh,
I remember
geez.
you with this.
I mean, talk about So, has anyone ever experienced their first 400 plus pound passenger? First, a-hole. You don't know. How do you know they're 400? So let's relax.
My car
a
goes
little.
like this.
Well, yes, we've all had a dude like that.
I had a group of them once.
I mean,
Oh,
Same.
it is what it is. I mean, what they need rides too. I mean,
yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, but when people say like, "Oh, I have to get my shocks checked," I'm like,
No.
"No, you don't." Okay, yeah, you had 200. I mean, you had 2 400-pound people. It's 800 pounds. I think the shocks can take 800 pounds.
Well, if they're driving that Spark, no.
Well, yeah, right. If they're a subcompact, they're not fitting in the back anyways. But yeah, I
Actually,
remember.
if you look at the ratings on some cars, they can't handle that much weight.
Is that too much? 800 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you would know. I mean, you're into car. Or last into your job was cars.
More or less.
Yeah. I mean, you
Actually, the last one we made interior parts for heavy truck. So 800 pounds, nothing there.
yeah.
That was the driver.
Right. I mean, I'm talking out of my ass. I just figured that a normal car
That's
should
what
be able
smelled earlier.
Yeah, no, that was a skunk. I don't know. When someone says the horror. I mean, seriously, get a grip. I'm moving on. That's stupid. This one's interesting. Which, it happens more. I mean,
I had it happen.
Yeah, so I know to say someone in our local group had a grown. So this woman said, had a grown woman sat and used the restroom, pee in the car last night. Has anyone else had this happen? I know I can't be the only one.
Yes.
All Uber is wanting to pay is $150. That's the max. What do you want them to do? I mean, they're not going to pay anymore. I'm sorry, but that's not enough. It's on the backseat floorboard and smells like not other.
I just took my steam cleaner to it and it worked perfect.
Well, here's the thing. And leather seats, you just wipe it up. I mean, if you don't have much cloth, it's not going to get absorbed. So,
just don't let liquids go down,
Well, crevices, I mean, yeah, you got to be. What'd you say, the heater?
No, well, in my car, the passenger seat, I spilled Diet Coke on it one day.
Oh, this is funny.
And I was
what were you
driving.
doing in your passenger seat?
I was sitting in the driver's seat, but I spilled as I was putting my cup in the cup holder. And it went all over the passenger seat. So I was driving, so I waited until I stopped to clean it up. I went to wipe it up, and it wasn't wet anymore. All of the liquid had dripped down into the sensors and the electric underneath the seat. So the passenger seatbelt alarm thing, it thought that there was a passenger in the
You
seat.
have the ventilated seats, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that you got holes in your seat.
Yep.
Well, problem number one is if it happened to me, I'd have pulled over the side of the road and cleaned
I
that up
probably
right
should.
away
But
because
this
that
is
would
me
annoy
we're
me.
talking about.
That's true. You can't regularly take your car out rideshare driving because you have to clean it.
Yeah.
Because like the other day, you're like, no, I can't. It's trashed. Trashed. Oh, we just lost everyone on YouTube. No one's commenting because we keep ignoring them in Facebook. So yeah,
Okay, I did have this happen though. She put that's even after I was nice and provided her a bag to use to get sick in. I had that happen. I had a passenger. I offered them a bag.
Oh,
They
no,
said
I'm
they didn't
fine.
need it. And by the time we got to their house, they were puking out the window.
Jesper's the puke.
yes, I'm not the only one.
Jesper's cute, huh?
The puke king of us in our group.
Yeah.
Jesper's had so many pukers, it's ridiculous. I think he tries.
I think it's his driving.
Yeah.
I honestly,
might be.
he hits curbs on purpose. So, I mean, honestly, the woman peed because she was so drunk. I mean,
yeah.
it's not like she made the conscious effort to go, I think I'm going to pee now.
She seriously puked so hard she peed, which is what happened with mine as well.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Wait, you had a peer?
Yeah.
Really?
I had a puker and a peer. In
I
my
did
Honda
not
Civic.
know.
This was like years ago.
I would pee in a Civic.
That's rude. It's a Honda.
Like I said.
Well, that's about it. Anyone got anything else?
Dustin likes your rideshare sign. He wants it in his house.
Dustin?
Oh, it's right up
Dustin
there.
is driving.
Oh, that one.
That's my boy Dustin. Where? Where's he on
YouTube.
YouTube? I don't see it. Maybe I need to refresh or something.
Probably.
I don't see his comment.
Dustin is driving.
Is that Dustin, like Dustin 101 Dustin?
That one I don't
I think
know.
it is.
Probably.
I'm not sure why I couldn't see the comment, but oh, there it is. Yeah, I had to refresh. Yeah, that's Dustin. Yeah. So Dustin, funny story about that. So, you got the Groupon app, right? So you kind of peruse through there. I like to buy some shit sometimes. And it was like, oh,
It's
this,
$1.
well, it was $9.50.
Ooh.
And I was like, I mean, it's not the strongest metal, but it's metal. So
Makes a good noise.
yeah. No, I can't do it. But so I go to thank you. I go to Groupon and I was like, oh, it's $9.50. No problem. Then I go to I buy it, and then when I went to go to check out, the shipping was like $12. I'm like, all right, thanks guys. So they screwed me. But yeah, I can send you the link, Dustin, if you want it. So he says former as Uber 101. Oh, you changed your name? That's pretty ballsy. He was former Uber 101. Now he's Dustin is driving. So yeah, he's actually linked on our YouTube channel. So Dustin's great. We don't talk a lot about Dustin. Like gets to the point in his YouTube videos. He's just like, don't be an idiot. I mean, he's funny. He's like, don't do this as a driver. Look at he's just like boom, boom, boom. So
you can watch it in between rides.
Yeah, like us as, we don't do a lot of like helping the driver. I mean, we talk about it on this long format, but
he does a lot of his videos in his car.
Right. Yeah. And he so he's got some great tips. That's why I don't feel like I'm kind of honored to share his YouTube channel because hey, if you want to know about some certain thing, you can probably search his channel page and find a video that he's talking about.
Plus, he lets us post in his group, too.
Yeah, that's a huge help, too.
Okay.
Yeah, we appreciate that. So, yeah, Dustin, I'll send you that link, and you can pay the $12 shipping, too. So, he says, yeah, the whole Uber crap made me change the name to make sure. Oh, maybe that he didn't. That's a good idea. Get rid of the Uber name in your title and your kind of business. There's a local group here, the Lakeshore.
No, don't even get me started.
They're West Michigan.
West Michigan Rideshare.
Yeah, but they use the Uber logo as their logo, and I'm like,
You gotta do something else.
yeah, I wonder if I told them his
They're
name
going to
is.
get sued.
Yeah.
I don't know if they will because they're probably not
If they're making money.
if they start
off of
making
it.
money. Yeah,
Yes.
right. I mean,
Enough to be noticed anyway.
yeah, I mean, go to Fiverr.com we spent a little bit more on ours. We spent $100 on ours, but you can get a logo made for $5. I mean, yeah it's not going to be the most beautiful thing in the world.
Still your damn logo, though.
But it's your
Yeah.
logo. Like,
It's everything when you're trying to monetize videos. The logo, the music, you have to own it.
if they had a great video and they tried to put it on YouTube and it started gaining huge ground, they would get a copyright infringement, I think. Yeah. So
Yeah. Well, I've watched other YouTubers for other things, and they get a letter from a musician. That says, yes, you can use this video for this audio for whatever you want, and they will have to fight every single video that it's put in.
yeah, it's a big process to get permission from an artist. Like we've even Ben, the last video we put up, Ben of course had his music cranked. I always tell these guys, if they think they got a video, turn your radio off because at least I can. Yeah. At least I can take that sound out at the beginning, and then all of a sudden there's no music anymore, so I can put the audio back up. But we had one. Sometimes they'll split the revenue with us, and sometimes they take the whole thing. Well, if they take the whole thing,
I'll just take off the
I
video.
take the video off, I take the audio out, I put music on it and put it back up. Because I'm like, no, I'll share the revenue with you, but if you're going to take the whole thing, I wish there was some sort of way to say, we're not using this song for profit.
Right.
This video is not about this music. It just happens to be like elevator music.
Yeah.
And I think that's why some of them split the revenue. They're just like, whatever, at least we're getting some.
Yeah.
But anyways, so Victor says Dustin has awesome tip, especially the Smackovich. I don't know that one.
Yes. Yeah, he's got his little fly swatter or whatever in his vehicle.
I didn't see that one.
Shut up.
My logo will be a Smackovich.
Yeah.
Did he make that word up? Smackovich?
No.
Well,
he
what?
couldn't have.
Well, what is that?
He's got I told you, it's like a little fly swatter. And whenever he says something, he's always like, I'm going to smack a bitch or something.
Oh, instead of smack a bitch,
Yeah.
smack a bitch. Yeah. Dustin's he's a great YouTuber, so check him out. But all right, we're rambling on. What is Justin? Gosh, I am terrible. Jamie Lynn, West Michigan Rideshare is also a formal name of part of the Rapid.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ouch.
yeah. Probably not a great idea, but anyways. Well, Alex, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
thanks
talked
for
to
joining
him
us.
earlier. I want him on Threads if he wants to, and just kind of, it's a different kind of podcast than this one.
I won't be there, first of all.
It gets deep.
Oh, much better then.
Right. Yeah, right. Yep, I made it up on accident. Smackovich. I think you should trademark that. Trademark that. All right, it's 11:10. Trademark that. I'm a Smackovich.
Somebody's already got that Twitter tag.
Smackovich?
Yep.
Oh,
Nice.
Dustin. Is it Dustin?
No, I don't. I'm scared to click on it. I don't know what's going to come out.
Well, it's Twitter. I mean, why?
He's a photographer. No, he's not a photographer. I thought he was.
Well, he's only got 35 followers, Dustin, so you could probably buy it from him.
Oh, he's a management booker.
Dustin, you can make up. You have a limited amount of letters, but I would say I'm pretty much to the limit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You probably can get 10, maybe.
Yeah.
So you can make up whatever you're not. I'm sure you can't like swear on it, but
I don't know,
honestly,
you're probably getting that from China. They don't care. They
dude.
can't read it
Yeah,
anyway.
honestly, Dustin, this is gonna sound weird, but Etsy has a really good stuff on there. Like you can find some. Like I had my B labels for my honey made on Etsy. Like it was super cheap, and she did a great job. They were like stickers that I could stick on, but this was like a random buy. What are you looking at me like that for?
They have sheets. You can just print them out.
Yeah.
It's like Avery.
Yeah, that's my daughter's name, Avery. Yeah, but she designed it, and then I didn't have time to do the design part of it. So,
How complicated a letter? Whatever.
oh, Dustin says Smackovich fits. That's got to be more than 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it is 10.
Nice.
Oh my gosh,
All right.
that fits.
Let's be
Street
done.
Driver
Shut up.
Way. No, I want to know. Is it Street Driver Way? Like, what are you going to put after that? Smackovich Way?
you can put drive or boulevard.
All right, we're just rambling.
Boulevard's
or
a little
court.
too formal. I think Way.
Boulevard.
Smackovich way. All right.
Smackovich
See, Willie.
away.
See, everyone comes on like I got PayPal.
When we're
money.
ending.
I got PayPal. money. Yeah, everyone comes on when we're ending. What's up, Willie?
Well, we got to the good part now.
I think Willie came on last time late. I think it was a Willie or somebody else.
We
but
got to remember, they're 3 hours behind us.
They are.
Yeah.
Well, we say 9:30 Eastern, so my battery's on my computer's about ready to run out.
We should
anyways.
probably stop recording then.
Shut up. You just want to go home. Do you want to just
And?
leave?
I'll just leave.
All right, bye, Ben.
Turn it off.
Peace
We'll just
out.
sit here and
All right,
ramble
guys.
ourselves.
Thank you very much for joining us. And we'll see you in a couple weeks.
See you next time.
Next
Later.
time.